Hello, my name is Viera and I'm from the University of Matej Bell in Banská Bystrica in Slovakia. I would like to talk to you today about conservation, about new issues of the conservation. I would like to start with this picture. Don't worry, this is not a quiz show about historical places. I know very well you would recognize this place. I know you will recognize easily Acropolis, the ancient citadel from 6th century. But what I would like to point or to ask you if you realize why we appreciate places like Acropolis. We appreciate them for their architectural and visual qualities and for historical and educational value. Also for authenticity based on reliable information source they provide for sure. With this picture and also with this historical monument, I would like to stretch the old key issue of transformation, and there were scientific principles for the preservation and restoration of historic monuments. I don't know if you will recognize this picture, because it can be a picture of many medieval towns around the world, not just in Europe. They used to have a protected wall in the medieval time. This is a protected wall of Vienna, which doesn't exist anymore. And it's shame, or it isn't shame for us. As I know Vienna very well and I appreciate the city, I would like if some parts of the wall are there. This is also one of the old pictures, the entry gates into the town. And this is how the place where the wall used to stand look like now. There are boulevards, there are footpaths with green trees and with a nice palace around the roads, for rich people, of course. Vienna wanted to extend, and the wall was limiting her. So the emperor, in the middle of 19th century, decided to demolish it. Such a shame. Well, and this is how it looks like now. In the underground, you can find ruins or pieces like this from the wall. In the 60s, 70s, became quite popular to integrate pieces of the historical monuments, like for example the medieval wall in Vienna, into the new buildings. Here, for example, this is one of the gates used to be part of the wall, and today it is one of the historical buildings in the city center of Vienna. Some people wanted to protect or to keep the wall, so they decided to build up hotels or nice houses on the wall. And in this case, this is one of the very luxurious hotels at the moment, integrating pieces of the wall and having such a quite historical and modern interior and decoration inside. Some parts of the wall are used or reused for some other usage. In this case, there is a nice winery. Well, such a shame to see something like this. Yes, it also used to be a medieval wall. We were talking about at the beginning, or I have shown you the picture at the beginning. And if there is no paid attention to this part of the wall, it will disappear. Well, don't you think Vienna would be similar like this little town on the picture if they keep their wall around? Probably yes, but do you want to live, or Vienna people, would they like to live now in such a museum? This is a very nice place called Monteriggioni in Tuscany in Italy. And the medieval town, as it didn't need to extend as Vienna, because Vienna was a very important town. It was the capital of Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So Vienna needed to expand. But this town wanted to keep its peace, wanted to keep its size as it was. But today, maybe you would live there just to have some holiday, to have peace, to walk around, to feel yourself in a medieval time. But I don't think you would like to live there for good. So, the conclusion, not everywhere can be museums, especially not in big cities. And what I wanted to point to stretch with this presentation, that at the beginning or in the history, the key issues of conservation was appreciating architectural and visual qualities, appreciating and keeping historical and educational value, also for romantic and nostalgic reasons. But conservation has to develop from romantic and nostalgic preservation of individual buildings into the new development and harmonious adaptation to contemporary life. This was the first video, and in the next video we will talk more about reusage of the historical buildings.